Hello, Feuzion. My name is Alex Fuse, the host of Feuzion News, and we have another big show for you right now. I'm sitting here alongside Meredith Gorman. She's a New England Patriots reporter. Meredith, I want to say thank you so much for joining me in the studio today.
Thank you so much for having me, Alex. It's nice to finally be with you in person.
I know. It's like we've done a few interviews over the phone throughout the years, but now it's a sit-down interview right outside Foxborough. We're about 15, 20 minutes away from Gillette Stadium where the Patriots play. So that brings me to my first question for you. The Patriots are coming out of a bye week. They're playing the Jets this upcoming weekend. Patriot fans are not exactly thrilled about the Patriots looking how they performed in their last game. Is the cliff of the Patriots here? Is this like the last good year of the Patriots? Is the Patriots cliff here, Meredith?
Alex, I don't think so. You know, I think that the players got their rest in on the bye week. I think that kind of gave them an opportunity to look over past mistakes. They're back at practice this week getting ready for the Jets. I think it'll be good for them now that they've kind of hit the reset button on things. And the bye week came at the perfect time. You know, it's November. You know, the Patriots always say that real football starts after Thanksgiving. This first game against the Jets after the bye week is right after Thanksgiving. So now they can kind of just cruise along till the end of the season and hopefully things work out. But, you know, as for Tom Brady and the offense, one of the challenges that they've had this year is there's been a lot of moving parts. You've seen, you know, especially with the wide receivers, the running backs. I think that they'll find their groove, and I think they just needed that week of rest. And with guys potentially coming back this week, I think that'll be the boost that they need.
And you bring up the bye week coming at the best time. Yeah, the injuries you bring up, you know, Gronkowski, you said that might be back. Shaq Mason might be back, and Sony Michel coming back, and he now having that extra week to get back to where he was before his injury. How important was this bye week to these top guys that were injured?
Absolutely. I mean, we talked to Sony yesterday in the locker room. He said he's feeling great. That week was really beneficial for him, getting back, feeling healthy again. And I think the same for Rob Gronkowski and Shaq Mason. We also spoke with Shaq Mason yesterday. He said the same thing, and he hopes to practice this week. Of course, it's the coach's decision. We'll find out, you know, later today when the injury report comes out, the practice report. We'll see who was a full participant and who wasn't. But, you know, reports are saying we're likely to see Rob Gronkowski against the Jets after this bye week has gone by. So that'll be a good boost for the offense, like I said. And same with Shaq Mason, especially against the Titans. You know, there were a lot of moving parts on that O-line. And when it comes to protecting Tom Brady, those guys are just the most integral part of it. So having Shaq Mason back will be good after missing those last two games. And hopefully we have both of them back out there and Sony's back up to speed.
Yeah, how important is Gronkowski to this Patriot team? He's dealt with a lot of injuries in the past few years with the Patriots, and especially this season. He's been struggling with the injury bug. I said that if the Patriots win the Super Bowl last year, that Brady and possibly Gronkowski retire. That did not happen, so now they're both back this year. But if the Patriots miss the Super Bowl or even win, is this Gronkowski's last year in New England?
I have no idea. You know, I think that he's dealt with his fair share of injuries and stuff. You know, he's working hard on the practice field. You know, he said there were reports of him saying during the season that, hey, he's not playing anywhere without Brady. When there were reports of his potential trade to Detroit, I believe it was. You know, I don't know. We'll see how he feels, how he comes back from these injuries that he's recovering from right now. But I don't think it's his last year, but hey, it's ultimately his decision at the end of the day.
Meredith, we'll switch gears now and talk about your career. You've been covering the Patriots as a team reporter for, when did you start?
I started last season. This is my third season covering the Patriots. I covered them for the Boston Herald prior. And
now you actually get to travel with the team to their home and away games. And what is that experience like for you getting to cover these players and just the teams as well?
You know, Alex, it's been such an amazing opportunity, and it's a great experience, you know, being on the road with the team because you see things from a different perspective. The home games, the atmosphere is like no other, and I feel so lucky to have the opportunity to be on the field, pregame, postgame, be in the locker room after both the wins and the losses because it gives you a perspective on, you know, how things kind of progress throughout the season. And on the road games, it's interesting too because you see the atmosphere, you know, on the plane ride back when the team wins, when the team loses. It's just been such a great experience. And working for a team, of course, is a little bit different than when I covered other teams for the Boston Herald and the Patriots for the Boston Herald, because when you're for a team, you kind of get more access that you don't necessarily get when you're with the outside media. And so I think it's been great for me in my career being able to see kind of how both sides are kind of done.
Mm-hmm. You mentioned about covering the team with the Patriots, getting that you're with the team basically. What's the biggest besides getting the more access, more of a pro covering the team with a team than with another outlet outside of the Patriots?
Sure. I think anytime that you're around a team, you're building relationships with those players and the coaches and people around the organization. And I think that those relationships will come in handy. You know, when you're trying to get an interview with a player, they'll feel more comfortable maybe, you know, talking to you, opening up to you about things. I think those relationships that you build, whether it's with an outside media outlet or when you're working for a team, will be so beneficial to you throughout your career. Those relationships are everything, and I can't stress enough, you know, how important it is to build those relationships and strengthen your network every chance that you get.
My favorite segment on the show is a Fast Five. It's 5 quick questions. So here we go. First question, favorite city besides New England to cover a Patriots game in?
Nashville.
You were just there.
Yeah, it was amazing. Except for the loss.
Favorite hat to wear?
Red Sox baseball hat. I know you're a Yankees fan.
Favorite baseball park to enjoy a baseball game in besides Fenway?
Besides Fenway? Oh, that's a trick question.
Yankee Stadium.
I mean, I can't really say that. Yankee Stadium is cool. Fenway is my number one, but I guess we'll say Yankee Stadium because it is pretty cool.
Favorite on-the-road snack?
Oh. Popcorn in the breast box. Kind of dangerous, but it's really good.
And favorite goal you want to accomplish in the next 5 years?
Man, in the next 5 years, I'd hope to still be covering sports, maybe working for a network, hosting a studio show, maybe doing some other stuff out in the field. We'll see how it goes. The way the industry is changing, you know, there's no way to know where things are going, but, you know, I think you just stay focused on what you're passionate about and things will unfold for you.
As Bill Belcher says, just do your job, right?
Yep, do your job and take it one day at a time.
Yep. And last question before we wrap up this interview. Thanksgiving is just a few days away. So, Meredith, what are you most thankful for?
You know, I'm so thankful for my family, my friends, my job, being able to work a job that was in the field that I went to school for and in the field that I'm passionate about. That's a huge blessing, and I'm thankful for, you know, everything that I have. What about you, Alex?
I'm thankful for you joining me in the studio today, and I'll be going home this afternoon to upstate New York. And I didn't know that you were from Rochester.
I am, about 3 hours from Albany.
Yeah, so upstate region, there's a lot of snow. It snowed this morning there.
Oh, no.
So we got another few inches of snow today, so I'm not looking forward to going
Are you
back.
ready for snow?
I mean, we had a little taste here, but like it's been snowing nonstop up there now, and I'm like, nah, I don't want to go up there. But
I know, winter always feels like the longest season around here, so here we go again.
Yep. Well, where can the Fuse Nation follow you on Twitter and follow your Patriot coverage going for the rest of the season?
Yep, so my Twitter is @MareGorman, and my Instagram is the same. You can also like my Facebook page, and that's where you can find all my Patriots information throughout the season and in the off season whenever we have updates, you know, through the draft, combine, all of that stuff.
Definitely.
That's where you can find me.
Thank you again, Meredith, for coming in the studio today. And I want to say, Fuse Nation, I wish you a very thankful, happy Thanksgiving, and I will be seeing you very soon. Thanks for watching.